coffee that you had in the morning. I know it's been a long day.
Come on, Shiv.
Hello, this is Dr. Shiv Kumar Goel, and I'm a board-certified internal medicine physician. And prior to that, I was trained in anesthesia and critical care. I'm also board-certified in aesthetic and functional medicine. And most of you know me by name of Dr. G, as a lot of my friends and family members call by that. And I'm sure not many people know who I am. So let me start by telling my beginning and who I am, where I come from, and why I'm talking to you today. So I was born in New Delhi, India, and I was born in a very conservative family, kind of a lower middle class, can say poor. And during my early years, and I've seen that health issues in my family, especially my father, most of his side of family has genetic predisposition to the diabetes, heart issues, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol, which led to his early demise only when he was 56 years old. The most important factor which made me choose medicine was because of him. And I wanted to understand what's going on with him and if I could help. But sooner than later, I realized it was the lack of knowledge and understanding of his condition at different levels in the community, at the level of my father himself, at the level of the family, at the level of community, that we didn't know what condition he was suffering from. We didn't know how to prevent them. We didn't know when to take the action. We didn't know when to seek the treatment or when to seek for help. That was one of the reasons I decided to go into the medicine to help. I was trained after my medical schooling in India from New Delhi, from Maulana Azad. I went to do my residency in critical care. And after that, I moved to America. I did my residency in internal medicine from Mount Sinai, New York. And after that, I moved over to the Texas in San Antonio. I have worked in almost all kinds of settings, inpatient, hospital setting, outpatient, as well as the academic settings. I was the assistant professor in Texas Tech University for almost 3 years, and I used to teach medical students and residents. But after that, I again moved back to San Antonio, worked here for a few years. But when COVID happened, I realized that a lot of people, they were suffering with the health conditions which led to their demise. And I don't remember any time in my life that I have filled so many death certificates, which I did during the COVID time. And I'm talking about 2020 to 2022. It was not late until just last year. And most of the people, they didn't die just because of the COVID. They died because of the underlying health issues. And number one health issues which everybody, 90% of the people were facing is overweight, obesity, leading to metabolic syndrome, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, kidney issues, lifestyle issues leading to alcohol problem, drug abuse causing liver and kidney issues. And when I spoke to their family and to the patient, they said that they were not even aware of how serious their situation was until they contracted the infection and they came to know that they had complications because of them. And it is a trend in the society, like nobody like to go to a physician just by himself. They only go to the doctor when they are sick or when they are really in bad. So I noticed that there are a lot of disparity in the healthcare system. Either we are living at the two different edges, like we go to the doctors when we are sick, or we go to the other medical spa just to look superficially look good. And what all we get is just like a band-aid. That's when I decided to start a place where I can help people, giving this knowledge, these tools to understand their situation. It's not just your genetics, but also your unique circumstances, your environment, your diet, your stress, and your self-limiting beliefs, which leads to a lot of your health issues. I want to help you by understanding those issues through a stepwise approach. You are a healer if you believe in it. And that's the point. When we get a cut or when we get a bruise and we put a band-aid or some kind of ointment over it, it is not the band-aid which is healing us. It is our body which is healing us. So we have the capacity and capability to heal if we take the right action at the right time. Our mind, our body, and our spirit, they all are connected to each other. We are not three different things. We all are connected together. Our thoughts, our emotions, our behavior, they all reflect in our body, in our health, in our wellness. How do we integrate all of them together and how they are related that's what I would be talking more about in the upcoming episodes of Beauty Within with Dr. G. We'll be going in depth and knowledge of how and when, what is happening, and what we can do to prevent it. It is not just about external beauty, it's about the inner beauty. And that's the name of my podcast, The Beauty Within with Dr. G. And we'll be going in depth knowledge of how our mind, our emotions, our behavior is connected to our body, our reactions, and how it leads to the health issues. I'll be guiding you through this process of understanding your own health. I will make you realize how you are a healer and how we can make a change in this community just by understanding ourselves at a better level. How do we think and how do we react to situations, and why do we react in certain way? And when we perceive something and we have a reaction to that through our emotions, they all work. If you look deep down, it's all happening at the receptor level, at the neurotransmitter levels. We have like 4 main neurotransmitters in the brain which are secreted by the brain to affect the different parts of the brain. Dopamine, the king dopamine, the happy hormone. Everybody loves to have dopamine. Then we have serotonin, which is a kind of a punishing hormone, but it's very essential for your sleep, for your eating. Then we have noradrenaline, which is fight and fright hormones, which is responsible for our fear, our anxieties. It is the imbalance between these hormones which leads to a lot of neurotic issues. A lot of our emotions are controlled by them. Oxytocin, which is a love hormone, which help us relate from one to another. Why do we feel such an attraction towards one person and not towards another? And we feel that, oh, something happening inside me. I feel like my heart is fluttering, It is because of those chemical reactions, because we perceive things and why we perceive things and how it affects our body. Our hormones, they affect our neurotransmitter too. Our testosterone, people call it male hormones. I will call it a more masculine hormones because female has testosterone too, and it is as important in female as it is in man. Then we have estrogen and progesterone. Men need estrogen and progesterone as well. They are cardioprotective hormones. They are also responsible for better sleep, better mood habits. So there's a lot to be talked about. I'm really excited to start this journey along with you guys. So stay tuned, subscribe to our channels, and welcome to my podcast, Beauty Within with Dr. G.